How'd you do, kids?
Golly gee, you scared the bejeepers out of me.
Yeah, why'd you scare us like that?
Well, you youngsters, I'm here today to tell you boys about the spiritual ways of the 4 cardinal virtues and their vice.
Now what in God's name is a cardinal virtue and a vice?
Oh, I know, it's like one of those birds that flies around your backyard sometimes.
Not exactly, little Timmy. A cardinal virtue is like a door hinge, as they are the frameworks of the Christian church.
Now, I don't go to church, so how am I supposed to know these things?
And what exactly is a vice?
A vice is the complete opposite of a virtue. A virtue is something good, and a vice is something bad. An easy way to remember the difference between a cardinal virtue and a vice is be nice and don't do a vice.
Be nice and don't do a vice?
Well, I'm going to explain now. There are 4 cardinal virtues, right?
Yes.
Now, each of these virtues has a vice paired to them, okay? First virtue is
Okay.
prudence. This means caution with regard to practical matters. This also means to have good judgment. This virtue is considered the most important virtue by the church. Now, for example, a person that displays prudence would be a judge, like my grandfather. A judge has to be prudent with his decisions and not to be concluded with basis or facts that are not true. Can you think of an example of being prudent in your daily life?
Oh yeah, when I'm choosing my friends, like Johnny here. I can go up and meet them instead of listening to other people. And then I can decide for myself if he is a good friend.
Good. So you understand the virtue of prudence. Now, the vice of prudence is lust. A person with a lustful attitude will not show prudence when making decisions. Instead, that person will only care for what he or she wants. Remember how to tell a virtue and vice apart?
Be nice and don't do a vice.
That's exactly it.
What's the next virtue, mister?
Well, the next virtue is fortitude. Fortitude is a mental and emotional strength when facing difficulty, adversity, danger, or temptation courageously. For example, Rosa Parks, a black woman, sat on the front of a bus, which she was not allowed to do. Even though she was not allowed, she believed that she had the right to do this and went against society to do what she thought was right. Now, what is an example of using fortitude?
Oh yeah, I can use fortitude to stand up to bullies and not let them push others or me around.
Fantastic, little Timmy. Now, the vice which goes with that is laziness. Being lazy, you're avoiding doing what is right, and it can result in bad consequences. Now, how am I to remember what to do?
Be nice and don't do a vice.
Good, little Johnny.
Look at them go.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Come on, you guys. This is such a prime situation for understanding the cardinal virtue of justice. Now, boys, whose toy is this?
His.
Now, why did you take it from him?
I wanted it.
See, that's being very unjust and being envy of his toy. Now, can you guys share the toy?
Yes.
So you could have it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you can have it Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And on Sunday, church day, you can share it, right?
Yep.
Give him a hug.
Thank you, mister.
So long, boys.
That's good, mister. Really great.
It seems to me that justice is a very important virtue.
So, Johnny, justice is very important. But don't forget the vice of justice, which is envy. Envy is a feeling discontent with regard to those advantages. But remember our slogan.
Be nice and don't do a vice.
Well done, boys. Now, do you guys remember the last cardinal virtue?
Oh yeah, it starts with a T.
Temperance.
Correct. Good job, little Timmy.
Oh yeah, now I remember. What does it mean, mister?
Well, temperance means the moderation of self-restraint in action. This means that you can control your temper and be unselfish.
Do you have any good examples?
Of course, Henrik and Daniel Sedin, the great Canuck players, show the virtue temperance both on and off the ice. They are team players on the ice, and they donate to various charities off the ice.
Wow, that's awesome.
No. Don't get mad. I have another one.
Great job, you guys. You may not have noticed it, Oh yes, so the cardinal virtue of temperance.
Yeah, I just did. I just showed self-restraint.
Yeah, we're really getting the hang of this.
And the vice of temperance is gluttony. Gluttony means doing excessive things and not having self-control. You guys need to avoid this.
We remember, be nice and don't do a vice.
Wow, you guys are just catchy on great. I am so proud of you. Now, we've learned the 4 cardinal virtues and the 4 vices. So what do we need to remember?
Be nice and don't do a vice.
Do you remember the 4 cardinal virtues and their vices?
Yeah, and be nice, don't do a vice.
Okay, youngsters, I better be off.
Thanks, mister.
Do you know who that was?
No, I have no idea. I thought you did.
Oh well, what do we say anyways?
Be nice and don't do a vice.